Hey everybody. So this is going to be kind of a different Monday movie reviews um, because I feel like I will have to watch this specific movie multiple times to really appreciate it. So these are just going to be like my first thoughts of the movie. Um, and it's a movie I was really looking forward to, and I don't hate it. Let me just get out in front of this and say I don't hate this movie. It wasn't what I was expecting. Um, that's not always a bad thing. And in this case, it isn't a bad thing. That what I was expecting wasn't what I got. The movie, by the way, is Hellraiser 2022. And people on Twitter, I just saw people on Twitter talking about it, praising it. Apparently, Doug Bradley likes it. The OG Pinhead. Uh, and it's good. Like I'm not here to shit on it. It's really good. It's gory, which I like. It's inventive with kills. Um, However, there's some things that kind of, I don't want to say taint it, but changes how I view it. It kind of taints it. And it's the fact that the last act of the movie is very similar to 13 Ghosts, the Matthew Lillard 13 Ghosts, not the original 13 Ghosts. And why do I say that? Well, the estate that the movie ends in is very similar to the house that 13 Ghosts takes place in. Um, and I hate that I noticed this. I really fucking hate that I noticed this. And there are certain things that are almost exactly like 13 Ghosts. Like, spoilers. I should have said that at the beginning of this fucking video. Spoilers. Um, Trevor, uh, the boyfriend of the main character, is basically like Matthew Lillard's character in 13 Ghosts, where they're a bad guy and then they turn into, like, they kind of have a redemption, but not really, and then they die. Like, it's very similar to 13 Ghosts. And again, the house that they're in is also very similar to 13 Ghosts, because 13 Ghosts house is about imprisoning ghosts and kind of powering the house with the power of the ghosts, all for like this greater purpose. And that's kind of what the main villain of this movie does. He basically creates a gigantic lament configuration, and he uses it to haggle with Leviathan, basically. Uh, and the main villain comes out of nowhere, like the fucking villain out in 13 Ghosts, because you think the person's dead, and then they come back and they're alive. It's honestly done better in this movie than it was in 13 Ghosts, but it's like, I can't help but just see it like that. And And I like 13 Ghosts as a movie because of how kind of absurd it is. And I like this movie, but I don't know if I enjoy it in the same way that I do the original. Um, Also, I guess I'm just a big fan of black, skin tight latex slash leather. I, I like the main score from the original movie shows up, which is a good piece of music. Shows up at the end. Um, some of the lines of the Cenobites are really good. They bring back "We Have Such Sights to Show You." Um, like I'm looking at it right now on Hulu. Looking at Hellraiser on Hulu, and there's like 7 minutes left, and I don't want to have to scan through to see if there's a fucking like after credit scene. I fucking Hellraiser is not a movie like that kind of movie doesn't need after credit scene for me. Um, yeah, again, I enjoyed it. It was just the last half or the last third of the movie just made me think of 13 Ghosts. And it even ends kind of with like it's kind of a different note than 13 Ghosts, but it's kind of similar where you kind of have to give up something that you want to like kind of break a cycle. Like Tony Shalhoub's character has to take a leap of faith and jumps into the center of the house, and it breaks the house, and the house fucking explodes outward. And the main character of this of Hellraiser fucking kills her boyfriend, but then doesn't bring back her boyfriend or her brother, who was a victim of the box and the Cenobites. Um, yeah, I just eh, again, I liked Hellraiser. I liked this remake. It's just not. I don't. It's. I don't know. It's just. It's too. Again, like the last third is just too close to 13 Ghosts for me. Anyway, peace out. Have a wonderful, wonderful fucking day. Peace out.